welcome back, Hive Mind. This is Shalazar with Hive Mind Gaming, coming at you with your next installment of the beginners and free-to-play guide for Raid Shadow Legends. Alright, so after doing our guide for the spider, the next thing was reach Bronze 3 in Classic Arena. So that's what I've been doing all day is refreshing, fighting a couple battles, waiting the 15 minutes, refreshing, fight a couple battles, and then wait another 15 minutes all day long until we finally reached Bronze 3. Alright, so we're going to get a day of extra XP and 75,000 silver. Alright, and as I hoped, clearing Stage 7 of the Brimstone Path on normal was already done, so they gave us credit, which gives us another epic tome, epic book. So we're going to collect that, and that's going to do it for part 1. That gets us all 76 in part 1, which brings us to our 300 gems. Now, as soon as we click that, it's going to populate the next set, part 2. Oh, looks like we're not going to collect that yet. We're going to finish this one off first. First thing we want to do is take a look at where we're at in our progress. Our daily login. We are 21 days in. Now keep in mind, this is also considering the fact that recording time, trying to figure out times to record when people aren't in the house and things like that, when you have a whole house full of people, is very difficult. So this actually could have been done a lot quicker. So hopefully you guys are a little bit ahead of the videos that are coming out. Because when you're constantly grinding and it's the only game you're playing and you don't have to pause to make time to record the video, then you're gonna blow past 21 days. Or blow past where I'm at before you get to 21 days. So just to give you an idea, it's taken 21 days to get to this point where we finished part 1 of the Arbiter missions. Alright, so let's see where we're at compared. So we went ahead and so I made a comment in one of the videos talking about not buying these unlocking these, because it's cost you, I think, 50 gems, and then when you open it, when you unlock that one, this one's only silver. And then this one was like 75 gems or 100 gems, and then this one was silver. So I'm sure if you paid for this one with gems, this one's going to be silver as well. But the only reason why I did this, is because I came in here one day, and there was a ancient shard, a blue shard right here, and a blue shard right here at the exact same time. And I thought to myself, I said, self, what would Hell Hades do in this instance? Well, I don't know. He would probably, just move on with his life because, he gets tons of money doing content, so he doesn't need those 2 blue shards. But me, I needed those 2 blue shards. So I went ahead and purchased those 2 things, and we put the upgrading our gem mine on the back burner. So we're going to go ahead and do that now that we just collected our 300 gems. So now this is going to be fully upgraded, and that's going to give us level 3 out of 3. Production is 1 every approximately 1.5 hours. It has a 15 gem capacity. So once it gets to 15 gems, then it's going to stop producing until you collect them. We're not going to let that happen though. All right, and then we still only have this guy unlocked. So we still only have this guy unlocked. So at some point, what we want to do is start unlocking all of these. And then once we get all of these unlocked with our gems, then we're going to go back and start upgrading them, because they can have up to level 3 as well. So that's what we're going to end up doing with our gems from here on out. Another thing you can use for your gems is buying your masteries on your first champion. because once you get one champion with masteries, then that makes the game a lot easier. So if you chose Kel or any of your starting characters, really, if you get them up to level 60 with full masteries, then the game gets so much easier. So I wouldn't be too disappointed if you spent your masteries there as well, or spent your gems there as well. All right. So let's see. Where do we stand on our shards? So currently we have two void shards holding on two void shards and holding on 19 ancient shards and 82 mystery shards. Now, something I have started to do is I have started to build some of these guys. And the reason is because this guy will help you at the beginning game. And unfortunately, I haven't gotten any of these really, just these two, which whatever. A lot of these, I think there's two of these that can be farmed. I think two more, and then the rest all have to be pulled through shards. And then this one, I mean, other than helping you in faction wars, not really worth it. And these two aren't really that great either. But to have these guys ready and primed, and then go ahead and fusing these two so they're ready and primed, probably whatever, sure. As long as I've got the extra energy to actually do that, I'm gonna do it. If I don't, then I'm not gonna worry about it. And then let's see. All right, so we do have a few. We did get a few of these completed. We are on part 2 of 3 so far. So let's go ahead and accept that. Some extra silver never hurt anyone. All right. So we still got a few more things to do before we can get to arena, or part 3 of the arena tab. So, and most of it has to do with silver, and it's going to be a while before we get to silver. So, dungeons, we still have a few before we get to the next part in that tab. We could probably go through and knock this one out if we spent the time doing it, with the exception of the void and force, etc. Because we'll have to wait for those two to pop up before we can do them. Oh, well, as well as the spirit. And then artifacts. This is another one that we could possibly do if we just spent time looking at our character or our champions and min-maxing gear. Again, a lot of this stuff you could possibly just throw on random champions that you're going to feed anyway. So it's not going to matter, and just throw crappy gear on that you're not planning on keeping. And then there are 2 champion ones, which is I still haven't summoned a rare spirit champion, and then which is completely RNG, and then win a campaign battle using 4 champions of level 40 or higher, which I can actually do that one. Which I may go and do that one at some point just to get it out of the way. So everything else, the other one is strict RNG. Alright, and then for quests, we finished a bunch of these while waiting to go through our... while waiting to do our video, so we got a bunch of those done. So other than that, this video is not going to be that long, because I think I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave the let this video end and be the end of the first part of that series. So part 1 of the Arbiter series, and that's it. That series is done. In 21 days, it's done. So what we'll do is the next video that we put out tomorrow, that'll be the beginning video for part 1, and that's when we'll collect that clear stage 7 of Karok Castle on hard. So other than that, guys, Place in the comments what you thought about this series. If you want to see more, hit the like button and subscribe. Have a great one, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.